All bangers, all the time. My bones itch with how much I'm cringing at that. Where's that? Give me one of my blobs. Where's my blobs? Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy. Both those last two were bloody great. All right. Like many of you have just finished watching Succession, and no, we're not going to sample Succession because that would be a breach of copyright. There's something about like hip hop every day. I can't remember. You know what? I saw something on Reddit. That's what I want. All bangers all the time. 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 Look, who knows? Who actually knows how this is going to go? I don't usually use my voice because I hate my voice. Record in from external input, which I think input from Orion. Please don't explode on me. Coming from 3? Yes, it is. Perfect. Great. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. Ooh, hello. Okay, let's go. All bangers all the time. Alright, let's just really just try and live with the cringe. All bangers all the time. You idiot! Alright, that's gonna maybe work. You really gotta give it some welly if you want it to work. All bangers all the time. What pitch is my dreadfully monotone voice? All bangers, all bangers, all bangers, all bangers, all bangers all the time. C sharp, all bang. Well, that's actually not too bad. Warp. Yes, please. Keep me on tones. We're C sharp and we're D minor, so up 1. All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time.
There you go.
All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time.
All bangers all the time. This would be D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G.
All bangers all the time.
Let's redo that, because for many reasons I hate it, but 3, 4. All bangers all the... But let's go. 1, 2. All bangers all the time. 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 Let's try and remember. I was born in the southeast of London. I can surely bring out some coolness. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All the time. No, you're having a laugh. I actually used to speak like this, by the way. I'm not being silly. This is actually how I spoke until I was about 16. All bangers. All bangers all the time. All bangers. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. That could work. Let's go. Let's go. Before I die of my own embarrassment. Where were we? Here we go. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. My bones itch with how much I'm cringing at that. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. There is actually a interesting technique we might be able to pull off here, because obviously the problem here is the fact that the instrument sucks, which is my voice. So if we go higher on purpose with the intention of pinching it down, it could be cool. It could not be cool. You never know till you try. 1, 2, 3, 4. All bangers! All bangers! All the time! Okay, that's also embarrassing. Please don't sample that. And then what we do... All bangers! All the time!
all bangers, all the time.
See? All bangers, all the time. That's my normal voice, trying to be low.
All bangers, all the time.
This adds that weirdness.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers, all bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers.
Just trying different algorithms.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
Okay.
All bangers, all the time.
Look, I could spend another hour and it might not be any better. So let's just go with that, all right? And please send your thoughts and respects in the chat, because my bones are literally vibrating with how much that makes me cringe. So hopefully it's not so bad for you guys. All bangers. Oh, just itchy bones. All right.
All bangers, all the time.
Cut off the low.
All bangers, all bangers.
Bring some more presence in. We don't want the presence to be too harsh. So from about here, we'll compress the top end a bit. So anything above here gets compressed down.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers, all the time.
Yep. It's pretty driven because I've spoken. I performed very loudly into the mic, so it's quite loud. Might just saturate a bit more.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
Yeah. And then you never know, you might be able to layer it with something as well.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers.
No. Bit of reverb. A bit of reverb. Hybrid. I like it because you got the room mode stuff going on with these ones.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
What pitch is that even?
All bangers, all the time.
Another EQ just to check.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
I'll tell you what though, the pitch is consistent. And that's probably the only good thing about being a mumbler. Or someone who doesn't, growing up in London, not having a very up and downy voice. You may be wondering why my Australian accent isn't too crazy. And that's the reason why.
All bangers, all the time.
Well, that is pitch perfect.
All bangers, all the time.
And it's an F, which counts. So yes, we can do that.
All bangers, all the time.
Ew. And now you're up there.
All the time. Is all the time. Is all the time. Is all the time. All bangers, all the time. All the time. All bangers, all the time.
You know what? Assuming I don't pass away from the cringe, that could work. It could indeed work.
Bangers, all the time. Bangers, bangers, all the time. Bangers, all the time. Bangers, bangers, all the time. 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 All the time. All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
Yeah, nice. I think we do something a little bit funny there. We get some white noise. Do we have a basic white noise sample? We normally do. Where do these come from? I actually like this one.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers.
Yeah.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all bangers, all the time. All the time.
No, probably you. Pew.
All bangers, all the time. All bangers, all the time.
We'll see about that.
All bangers, all the time.
Let's bring back our little bass down we made. You want to go there. But this time we're just going to do a bit of a bass down. Yep, and obviously that's way too slow. So we're going to automate it. So let's change you to be much faster. All bangers all the time. That's what I keep hearing. Not exactly. It's tough. Yep. We don't actually want that to be too intense there, because you don't want to introduce a sub bass hit before the drop happens, because then your drop's not going to feel as sub bassy. Know what I'm saying?
All bangers all the time.
So if we go over to here, all
bangers all the time.
I need to mix this, which is what we'll be doing next week, because that bass of that sub is not bassy enough, to put it lightly.
All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All bangers all the time. All the time.
No. You idiot. But it might work. So basically, yes, look, that's our breakdown and our build, and it's like I keep saying, as much as it's killing me with the cringe, you gotta make the content, don't you? So that's the break, that's the build. And then we've got it again. And now what we've got is basically the song done, essentially. Whenever I've got to this point, I'm like, that's mostly it done. Because now you can just have a lot of fun, and you can just do variations.
All bangers all the time.
And then you can just do all kinds of silly stuff, like turn it into a 4/4 drop, because at this point, why not? I mean, you could.
Bangers, bangers.
Look, I'm going to stop it there, I think, before my brain melts, because clearly I've lost my mind. But you never know, that could be quite cool. I've lost my mind, everyone. Let's pack it up.
Bangers, bangers.